And we have started recording in 3, 2, 1. You mean after so long, Jedi? This is your first video back? A rant video, a complaint video about this douchebag of a game. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, your one and only host, the Cosmic Jedi. Welcome back to my channel. No video for today. Well, no video footage of my face for today because I'm busy doing other things. But soon I shall grace your eyes with my lovely visage. This is the video clip or 9-minute clip for the new Star Wars Survivor, whatever it's called, gameplay footage. I don't trust this game. The first one I played, I didn't even complete it. I bought that game twice. Bought it the first time, couldn't complete certain things. I thought I was not mentally capable of playing the game. So I thought, you know what, I'll just take it back instead of whining. Like, there's some games I can't play. Sekiro, I couldn't finish. It was too hard. Damn, son. And I'm not one of those gamers that love hard games and overly challenged games where I might lose a pinky finger or two of my toenails, or maybe some blood vessels in my eyeballs, and then maybe some hearing in my left or right ear just because I completed a hard game. I'm not that kind of gamer. Just like I'm not the kind of guy who buy every album of every artist that he loves and love every track on every album. With that being said, I did my best. I tried. I took time. I was patient. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I was actually semi-angry that I had to find YouTube videos because I took myself back to the old days where there was no YouTube to do a walkthrough or a search for hidden items or how to beat this boss. You had to figure it out on your own. And some of the games I used to play in the past were slightly challenging. Your Devil May Cry games, Siphon Filter. Oh, Siphon Filter took myself, my friend, and his uncle to finish certain levels of Siphon Filter. Now, those were difficult and slightly challenging, but they weren't so challenging that I would throw away my controller. One of the most annoying games I ever played, I think on the PS2 console, PS1 or PS2. I think it's a Mortal Kombat. Was it a PS2? Mortal Kombat Trilogy. That game used to. Oh, I used to cry. I used to cry, man. Used to cry playing that game, trying to beat Montaro, or is it Motaro and Shao Kahn? Those guys, and Shang Tsung. What am I talking about? When it got to the boss levels of Shiva, Goro, Kintaro, Montaro, and then Shao Kahn. Oh my good lord. Those guys, cream of the crop of ass whoopers. Of course, when I'm recording, the dog decides to join in. What a twat. Cream of the crop ass whoopers on that game. Cream of the crop ass whoopers. I threw controllers playing that game. I used to break controllers playing that game. And then I learned my lesson. Like, you know what? Not every game I should play. And if a game is annoying and I'm not enjoying the experience, then it's not about how challenging or how difficult and how you have to think through puzzles and all that yada yada yada. I'm like, nah, dude, this is unnecessarily challenging, unnecessarily annoying, unnecessarily frustrating. Like I said, if I have to start crying, you know the game is kicking my ass. I'm not kicking any ass in the game right now. So I thought, all right, let me just do a breakdown or a reaction to this 9 minutes footage. I definitely know I'm not going to buy this game. If they release a demo, I'll pick it up. If they release a demo, I'll download the demo and try it out. For some weird reason, I've become very attached to games like Ninja Gaiden, Onimusha, God of War, the original and the new reboot series. What else am I looking for? Devil May Cry, even Horizon Zero Dawn. The second one I bought as well. That one just felt like I was playing a very old game. The character movement felt too weird, and I've got so many ideas, but I don't see other people implementing those ideas that I wish I could go back in time with the ideas I have now and just find a different timeline where I created an awesome games company and create all these games that I've got, just slumbering in my head. There's another one. Last of Us. I'm going to start playing Last of Us. I tried playing the Gone Dead or Gone Zone or Dead. I can't remember the game. That was okay, but I'm becoming more particular about the games that I play. If the character moves too sluggishly or too like he's heavy, like he's got too much weight, and then there's a slowness or a delay or lag between moving from point A to B. And platforming, oh my gosh, platforming is the most annoying thing on any game if it's not done well. That's one thing this game suffered, in my opinion, and I thought I was the only one. When I uploaded the first video about the complaints that I had, mini complaints, not even the full complaints, mini complaints of the game, I thought I was the only one. I got some douchebags on TikTok talking about, yeah, get good, get better at it. I'm going to ignore fools like that. I don't have time for fools who, because they went through hell and thought the game was easy. No one is talking about the game should be easy. When you sneeze, you should finish one level without having to break a sweat. We're talking about overly challenging experiences, platforming, maneuverability. I keep saying that word. If your character moves in the world like he or she doesn't belong in that world, your game is broken. Even Metal Gear Solid, I've not played any of the prior series. I only first picked up that game from the 4th one. And then when they released the 5th one on PS4, I think, I picked that up as well. So those are only 2 I played in all the series. And then the side character, Raiden, I think, the guy with the bionic samurai dude, whatever his name is, I think it's Raiden. He was good too. That game was fun, but I wouldn't say that was overly ambitious. I don't think most of us were ready for that game. I enjoyed that game thoroughly. I can't remember if I even finished it. No, I don't think so. I gave up after a while because I just felt, for me personally, it wasn't for me. Because I'll always go back to games like Devil May Cry. So what did Devil May Cry do that Raiden couldn't do? Or what did Ninja Gaiden Sigma do that Raiden couldn't do? Because those 2 games I play over and over and over again. Even Tenchu was very hard. The OG days of samurai stealth. Oh my goodness. I know they try to say Sekiro, unless it's the same company. I heard people say Sekiro feels like Tenchu, which is cool. The other one that came out as well recently, Oni, I think it's Oni something. That one I played, I think PSN released the first game as a PSN exclusive. Picked that up, played it, just felt it didn't feel right for me. I don't even know how to explain the game. If I'm holding the controller and I'm moving my characters and the input between my brain sending signals to my fingers and then the time input into the buttons and then the character movement, if it's slow or it's off by some millisecond or a second or 2, it jars me. It's a visual OCD thing for me. I cannot stand that. It's like, dude, I've been told this game is going to be like, what, 2 days to finish, 3 days to finish. I'm going to be experiencing this nonsense. Same thing with GTA. Driving for me feels weak and whack. That's the one reason I've never played that game. I hear a lot of people saying that they enjoy it online as well. But, you know, that's the kind of person I'm becoming in my elder years as I'm still on this planet. And I'm looking forward to a time period where a Star Wars game like this, or if they do, I'm still looking forward to a Mandalorian version. I feel Star Wars characters in the game world work better when they're not necessarily Jedi or Force sensitive. Maybe a bit, maybe, so that way you can build it up into the next series of games. But I like worlds like Uncharted. Even Tomb Raider, I didn't play. I mean, when I say I didn't play, I didn't finish the game. I'm not deep fans of those games. On paper, yep, adventure world, cool. But now, even thinking of the next Uncharted, if they're working on one, I'm trying to figure out how much can you do in that game again for a new discovery, or unless you're doing it slightly linked to historical events. If you're saying you're going to Kemet, aka Egypt, and you're going to uncover hidden treasures to reawaken some deep technology to help a city that's dying or something, then maybe there's value there, or there's something to be experienced there. But how much puzzles can I solve? How much brick walls can I fall off in regards to Uncharted? And their series is great. Right from the first one, I jumped in from the second one, never played the first one, and that's how good the series is. The same thing with like I mentioned earlier on, Metal Gear Solid. As great as the series is from the beginning, I jumped in at the 4th and still enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't feel I needed to watch YouTube videos or play the old previous versions to get the story. Didn't care. I just wanted to have fun in the game. And the game did a great job enough for me to just get used to the characters I was playing in the 4th version. They didn't make me feel like, oh, if you're not an OG player, you're gonna hate this game. You should have picked up the first one, douchebag. Nah, you just threw in the story. This is what you are. This is the character. The background or the history of the characters is there, yeah. When you encounter different characters that call code names like Big Boss or Snake Eyes or Snake Eye, there's characters they've mentioned in the past where I felt, I wish I knew some more about him or her, but I'm still enjoying the game, the current story I'm experiencing, and most importantly, the gameplay. Shooting, taking cover, reloading, rolling out of cover, and not when I hit a button to take cover and my character still sounding like an asshole. I'm like, dude, I already pushed the button, man. My controllers don't break easy. I take care of my stuff, so that means the input between the character and the control, there's a lag in the game. Either they patch that or I take the game back. I don't like slow movement in games. For some reason, it just, like I said, maybe it's a visual OCD thing I've got when it comes to gaming. But anyway, rant over. I should have made this a two-section video since that rant was so long. I'm going to watch the video. I'm going to check out any other gameplay videos they release for this game, but I don't have a deep desire to buy it at all. I still hope they definitely release some future game where it's linked to a grounded character, semi-force sensitive, no lightsaber. I think the lightsaber technology, I don't know if they've done it, if it's ready, but I don't know how to put it. I don't know if it's ready for the current gen. It's the same thing with the Matrix demo. I'd like to talk about that separately soon as well in the next video. That game, that demo is beautiful for the Unreal Engine 5. Beautiful, visually beautiful to look at. When you're shooting the agents and the cars, beautiful. But when it comes to, you know, real life, real world scenarios where there's no AI driving the car, or it's you driving the car, or imagine if it's a co-op thing, like an online co-op thing where you're driving the car and you're being chased by agents or something. Then you call one of your friends or your siblings, I'm online, join me on the Matrix game. Then they jack in and you got to pick them up somewhere or something, or maybe they materialize inside your car, so they're the secondary character in the story with you that's shooting the agents before they swarm your car whilst you're trying to get to a checkpoint to escape or something. I think there's a way you could do that and make it more enjoyable. I think you can make it really enjoyable where people enjoy the experience and they feel as if they are in the Matrix. And if they get a call from any of their friends or siblings online or whatever saying, yo, I'm stuck in the jam, I need you to come get me, some agents to come in. There's ways you can make it exciting and still challenging but fun nonetheless, so you feel powerful, not overly powerful but powerful enough, because I don't know how everyone else is going to experience the Neo story, especially for those who have watched the movies already, excluding the fourth one, highly excluding the fourth one. But anyway, I've spoken for long enough. What I'm here for, what I highly hope for, is a Mandalorian-esque game or a Boba Fett-esque game. So it's more tangible, more grounded. Shoot, if they want to do it like Red Dead Redemption 2, that would be perfect, because that game is a massive achievement. I didn't even think I was going to buy that game. When I heard people say, no, the reviews, you got to watch your character's weight, what he eats, the horse's health, hunting. The hunting part I love taking time in the game where it's open world and you don't have to do the side missions, you don't have to do the story missions straight away. The character animation, the aiming with the guns, the response time between shooting and then the characters being shot at, it's just perfect. Every game, every movie has its own bugs here and there in some way, shape, or form. There's certain aspects some people won't like about it, but as an overall package, that game is well done. And I haven't seen anyone take on that whole style of genre, but with sci-fi, and say, okay, this is a bounty hunter in a sci-fi story, and there's no lightsabers, just different kinds of guns, and you want to make sure the guns feel very different, so you're enjoying each gun you're using. If it's a pistol, if it's a laser rifle, if it's a rail gun. When you pull the trigger and you control, it vibrates, and then even the sound effect has to play a big part. Your character motion when he or she fires a real gun, and then the impact the disaster cause after using a real gun. All these things are important. So when it comes to these kind of games, I'm like, yeah, really wish they had taken time and focused on doing a Mandalorian-esque game, bounty hunter game, Boba Fett game. And even if it's open world like this, imagine using a jetpack where you got to upgrade your character's jetpack. So when you're platforming, it's easy. So that way, if you're doing a jump or double jump, you're thrusting up and you're propelling yourself forward with the jetpack. Then if you're climbing a particular height and you can't reach anywhere anymore, and the game is designed like, oh, yo, there was a ledge here, but since it's been shut off by someone or something, or it's broken off because of erosion, then you just jump off the ledge and use your jetpack to get to another ledge. That way you can implement the jetpack use in navigation or climbing when you're using your character. But anyway, enough monologuing, like I said. Let's proceed with the watch of the video.